All right, time. Very important in Marvel Future Revolution, budgeting your time. So what is the order that you should do your daily activities in? I'm giving my thoughts in this video in case you're running out of time and you only get to do 1 or 2 of these. These are the things I think that you cannot miss. So let's go into Marvel Future Revolution right now and talk about what I think is the most important aspect of Marvel Future Revolution that you should be doing on a daily basis. And it is this: in the operations, your raids. Your raids. Because what do you get for all your raids? You get this valuable specialization material. You have your Shatter, anti-conversion of fear. You have your flawless anti-conversion of fear. And if you're lucky enough to do the ultimates, you have the radiant anti-conversions of fear. And you get these different conversions on these different days. And based on what you need, you have your orange, you have your yellow, you have your purple, your green, and your red here. And if you go into your specialization, this is what makes your character stronger. And especially after you get to that level 100, this is how you're going to build up your character with these specializations. So as you can see, you have these different levels. You have these reds, these purples, yellows, oranges, these greens. And this is just how you get all of your specializations. You'll find these different big traits here. For some reason, my button mapping is screwing this up, so I'm not really able to click on this. But when you click on one of these, you can see what that specialization actually does. And when you equip all of these around it, you're able to get these traits with these different stats. Some are better than others. Like this one for Captain America gives him some health back for all the damage that he does. And you could equip up to 4 of these as you unlock these. But of course, you have to unlock everything around it before you could equip that. But that is why raids are important. These specialization, these are really what's going to help you increase your levels. Now, once you're done with your raids, and as far as using your crystals, refreshing these. So these rewards, you can see I got 1 out of 1. As I'm done with that, it'll go to 0 for 1. But you could do these refresh these up to 3 times a day, and that's probably a very good use of your crystals, especially if you're finding someone lucky enough that could get you to the next level. Like, let's say you could do extreme, but you can't do a ultimate. Well, hopefully you can find someone that help you get better extreme material and get rewards for that. And thank you, Hedgehog. Read the resubscription, brother. Let me get that sound chat in here because you are breathtaking, brother. All right, so that's for the raids. That's what I think is the most important. What else is very important? Well, going into arena here and doing your dark zone matches with your alliance. What you want from this stuff is your cards. There's some really good cards that you could only get in the dark zone. So yes, and it's for specialization. I'm pretty sure that you have to be 95. It may be 100 though, but you have to be pretty far along. Actually, the specialization, as far as here, I'm thinking now it's maybe 75 or 70. But really where you're going to get to all these materials of the raids is after you get to 100, after you've finished the campaign, after you've beaten that Maestro stage. So later on, this is for something you're going to do. Now, the Dark Zone. This is something you want to do with your alliance. This is like going to these normal stages. You have prime bosses that give you a lot of rewards. And the rewards are these cards here. You get these cards. You also get some points for your Dark Zone. And not only, so you're getting cards by beating these normal bosses. You're getting cards plus other stuff by beating these prime bosses. The reason you want to go with your alliance is because you can't accidentally attack your alliance. When you're attacking bosses, you have something that you could select. So you're either attacking only heroes for those PvP bonuses. You have something to select that you're only attacking enemies. But with AoE attacks, even if you have your only attacking enemies off, you can still attack everybody around that's not in your alliance. So very important to have that checked, and very important to try to go in with more of your alliance mates so that you're not actually getting accidentally damaged, or you're not actually accidentally damaging somebody in there. So Dark Zone, very important for that. And not only do you get points for going in there, getting your kills, beating those bosses, but at the end of the season, which for me is every Sunday, you get these rewards, you get these rankings, and you can see some of the reward lists that you get. You get these boxes there with even more chance for get these cards. So raids, Dark Zone, if you don't have a lot of time, those are what I would recommend. And then let's move on to some other important things that you should be doing with your alliance on a daily basis. These special operations. you're getting points for this. You have these sin particles that you get, very valuable, and as far as I know, these are the only places that you could get these sin particles. You also have a very low chance of getting some regional gear. And as you can see, today's special operation is Xander, so you get a low chance of getting some regional Xanderth gear. Every day is a different day. Sakaar, Hydra, you get a very small chance of getting this gear. And you're also getting alliance points to grow your alliance, to allow you to get more people in your alliance. So both of these are this is important for a wide variety of regions. And these sin particles are obviously important because when you go to the workshop, you're going to need these to try to craft some more gear. And that also gives you a very low chance of getting some regional gear as well. So as far as the three most important things, if you're very limited in time, those I think are the most three important, because these are stuff that you should be doing with your alliance. The raids, just because of the difficulty. The dark zone, because it's better to team up with your alliance going into the dark zone. And the special ops, because it gives you more points, and you're gonna need this stuff for some regional gear. Now, some other things that you should be doing on a daily basis, but you can do these solo. Let's go into arena and talk about dimensional duels. Now, these are one-on-one PvP battles. Important to try to get to 1,000 points, because once you get to these 1,000 points here, you cannot go below that. So no matter how many wins, how many you lose during the season, as it is right now, and they may patch this, but this is what you should be shooting for, because no matter how much I win or lose this season, I'm not dropping below this. Yes. So eventually, after you get through all the campaigns, that's what you should be doing with your first character, getting through the campaigns. Once you get them through all this stuff, this is what you're doing on a daily basis. But yeah, before you get through do all the campaigns, get your characters up as far as possible, and this is what you're doing on a daily basis once you're getting them through level 100. And there's a couple different theories: going to level 1 character at a time and building that character, getting all the best stuff, and having all the extra stuff trickle down to your extra characters, or building multiple characters at once to get your squad power as high as possible, because that goes across the board of all of your characters. And speaking of that, we can actually raise our squad power right now to get to level 85 for our squad. All right, so dimensional duels, one-on-one battles, very, very important. Try to get to that 1,000, because that is your baseline. That is the minimum that you're going to get for all the subsequent seasons, and just going to help with your scores and that. Also, Omega Wars. I think one of the most fun parts of Marvel Future Revolution is your Omega Wars. Now, if you could create a party going with your alliance, it's going to be a lot more fun. But with this is something, if you're starved for time, this is something that happens on the hour and every half hour. As you can see, we have 4 more minutes till the next Omega War starts, or till we can put our entry in for the next Omega War. This is just a battle. You're placed in there with a bunch of people. Normally, it's a big 20-on-20 battle or a 30-on-30 or stuff. I've been in there in like a 3-on-3 situation though, so it's not always a big battle, but you're trying to get as many points as possible, trying to get as many kills as possible. And the way those Omega Wars work, you have a score by you. Every time you die, half of that score goes to whoever killed you. So every time you're killing anybody, you're taking half of your opponent's score that you killed. So towards the end, you're really trying to snipe those scores to get the biggest score possible. You get some good rewards in that, and you get some good rewards after the season is done. And then on a daily basis, I highly recommend doing all of your blitzes. So they're the hardest ones possible for these blitzes that you could auto, and then going in and just autoing the rest. So for me, Maestro, I cannot fully auto. The Laufey one, I gotta watch. I could kind of auto it if I'm by myself. I'm taking other people. I have to watch it. But the rest of these, from Armnet and Zola down, could put it on full auto, not even watch. Very important to do all of these. These do take some time because you have to reset it one at a time. But those are what I would recommend. And obviously, you have more time playing, you could do some of these most wanted lists, some of these other things that you could do. These battle challenges, you're doing these once a week, so not important to do these on a daily basis, but on a weekly basis, very important to do these battle challenges, because not only do you get some pretty good rewards for each floor, you get some pretty good rewards for finishing the season. So there it is, guys. That's the order of importance. And again, the things you want to do on a daily basis with your alliance: raids, dark zone, special ops. The rest of the stuff you could do on your own. But that is it, guys. I hope this helps. I know Marvel Future Revolution is a game that takes a while, and it takes a long. You can put a lot of time into this game, but I think for the long-term health of your own mental sanity, if you don't have those days that you have a lot to do, that you don't have as much time to do all those things, then this is the order that I recommend. So hopefully this video helps, especially if you don't have as much time for Future Revolution, and it helps to keep you engaged and keep this game fun for you guys. That is it though. Give me a Hulk fist bump. I will see you guys next time on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to grow this channel for more Future Revolution content. And I will see you guys. We broadcast this every morning on Twitch, ValleyFlyin 76 channel. And I hopefully see you guys there. Give me that Hulk fist bump before you go. And I will see you guys next time. ValleyFlyin out. Have a great rest of your day, guys.